So yeah, for everyone's on the call, we're going to be going through, Ethan's going to be taking us through our new co-branding feature within the app. It is completely live. I apologize, let me get on camera here. So this feature is completely live, both in web and mobile. And you guys all now have the privilege as of this morning to add your own real estate agents and create your own unique links. So just like you have your own link today to send out to your clients, or your mutual clients or your realtor partners clients, you'll be able to create them their own custom link. And Ethan's going to walk you through all of that. Feel free to put questions in the chat. I'll field those. And then like as always, we're always here if there's follow-up questions as you're setting us up after you do this training. Ethan, I'll let you take it away.
Awesome. So just put together a few slides to show what the co-branding will look like in the app and in the web. So as you can see here, we volunteered Ken to be our lender and Chris is our agent. So someone who signs up with that co-branded link, they would see this on the web, this left-hand agent lender pairing. And in the app, it's going to look pretty similar. You'll have the meet your lender a little bit higher up on the dashboard. And then as you scroll below that, you'll see the meet your agent section. And in there, it'll have their name, their headshot, their company license number, contact info, and they'll have a button that a consumer can click from the app or from the web that will open up an email directly to them. So that's just a little preview of what it looks like from the consumer's perspective. What the agent will see and receive is here. So they're going to get 3 different notifications. One of them will be the initial email just letting them know they've been created as an agent in the Neo Experience app. So that's not much to that one, just a heads up. And then the other 2 notifications are much more important. So the second one is going to have all of their invite information. So it'll have their invite code, which still can be customized. So if you have requests, please send those over to our customer success inbox. So it'll be broken down to where they can, pretty much easily copy and paste, make a couple edits to where they can just send this out to their clients. So it'll have the invite code, links to download the app, the link to register on web, and then just an overview on Finlocker, the Neo Experience app, what it does, how it helps consumers. And then the third notification piece will be when a consumer signs up on their link or code, they'll know who signed up, the email address, and then we'll always include the LO's contact information too in there in case they have any questions or want to get with you to see more details on their activity.
Perfect. We did have sorry about that. We did have a question in the chat. James said, will they get their own unique link like we have now, so the short code won't be needed? ?
Yeah, yes. So every link that's created, they're going to have a web link and a mobile registration code. Now that's optional whether you want to use mobile and just give them the web. We know that's easier sometimes for them to click on it. And as Ethan's showing this, so the agent is going to get notified when they're set up and when people register. They do not have access to the dashboard like you have access to them. So just want to call that as a point of clarification. They'll be able to pass this out on their own invite, and the consumers will see them and they'll get notified when activity happens, but they don't have access to the dashboard like you have access to.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, so that's just a quick overview. Now I'm going to show you how you all can set up your own agents and your own co-branded links. So I'm logged into an LO permissioned account here. On the left navigation, I'm going to go all the way to the bottom to the Agents tab. And you'll just enter a few pieces of info. Upload a headshot, and for this, this headshot will need to be at least 1601 by 1201 pixels. So you may need to make some adjustments to the sizing there if you get a smaller headshot.
And for those who don't know that, we have a documentation around this, so we'll send that out to Megan after this call. She can distribute it out. But if your pixels are 1601, it's pretty easy. You just open it in your normal standard JPEG app that opens up, and then you just hit the toggle and settings and resize image, and you just set it to 1601.
Yeah. And then sometimes the cropping tool will be a little too zoomed in or zoomed out. So there are tools on here. You can increase the image size or decrease it, and then move this around to center that headshot. And then the admin portal is going to do a quick scan. So make sure that that completes before you try to create the agent. I don't think it'll let you create it until that does complete. That's complete. I'll create my agent. Ethan agent was successfully created. So now I can go to the invites page and create the co-branded link. So you'll go invites, which is the third tab down, link invite. You're going to create a new link. You'll first assign it to yourself. So you'll be the main assignment. Find myself in here. And then you'll also assign the agent. Go agent Ethan. And you'll name the link. You can select none for the persona type. The user will select their own persona upon account creation. And then, set the max number of lockers. We can edit this if, you set it to 100, that agent's got 90 and you want to extend it, just let us know and we can make that update for you. So now I've created the link, and in real time, that agent will get the email I showed you earlier with all of their invite information, their code, their link. And it looks like I actually just got it. Let me pull that up so I can show you all. And here is that email. So it's, pretty instant that the agent's going to be notified. And it includes your contact information in there for any questions they might have. That invite URL, invite code, all the good stuff. And then you can, as they start having consumers sign up, this one's not a great example because I don't have any lockers in here, but there's a new column in the invites page that shows agent. So you'll be able to see, all of your existing lockers that have come in before that don't have the agent assignment. And then any of the new ones, you'll see that agent field populated.
So we had a question that came in. So will the messaging reflect Finlocker language or Neo experience language? So it's becoming from the Finlocker domain, but everything referenced there, the links to the apps and everything, will all be links to the Neo experience. This is not consumer facing, it's just the agents that what they'll be getting.
We do direct them to a Finlocker page to learn more about the app, but we make it noted that Finlocker is just the technology provider behind Neo Experience. They can get more information on our site. Any other questions? I know a common question we've gotten as we've been rolling this out is there a limit to how many agents I can set up? Answer to that is no. You can, get as many as you want going. You're not going to run into any blockers in PFM limiting you. and we're happy to see as many as possible. So please do go crazy with it.
Along that same line, James just asked, is there a charge to the agents? So no, there's no charge to the agents, and no, there's no additional cost to you as the loan officer. It's all included in the Neo experience package that the Neo team has set up with us.
So team, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you run.
Hey guys. So team, I would frame that a little bit differently with the agent, in that, you know, it is no cost to them, but there is a charge, and we are sponsoring that charge. And to show them the value of this, right? Like the two main slides that you can utilize is the transaction frequency spectrum, right? To be able to show the agent, hey, look, like, here's how often your client will likely utilize your services, right? And right now it's probably every 7 to 10 years, right? With this app and with this, ability, you can stay in front of your clients on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, right? Like, you can offer so much more to your clients than any other real estate professional, right? Because you're going to help them in all these ways, right? And that simply means that you're selling or offering a more valuable product, right? So if somebody says, well, I have an agent who's going to sell my house for 1%, same logic applies. They could be like, well, they should, because if they're not going to help you in any other way than just doing your transaction, then they kind of have to be the cheapest, right? But our clients use us because we're the most valuable real estate professionals on the planet, and here's what we offer. So you really want to get good and confident around the scripting around, they're not just, their face just is not on an app, right? This is a complete change and overhaul in the value they provide to every client they serve and every prospective client that they serve. And so that's the really important part of this.
Yeah. On that point, it is not just the face on the app. You're going to be able, you as a loan officer in relationship with them, you're going to be able to tell them activity, what's going on with those consumers. So not just that they registered, but here's what they're doing in the app.
Yeah, and even more to that, Chris, what I think is a great point, like, as you're doing your weekly meetings with your agents, right, or as you're doing your monthly, business reviews with your business partners, you can literally open up the back end of the app and show them each one of their clients. So I guess that's the question I have, guys, is, can we segment out, can we like run a report that Mary Jo's clients and just pull up Mary Jo's clients in the system?
Yes. So yes, you can. There's a way to filter by the agent. Fortunately, Ethan doesn't have it on me. He's maybe go to an admin and show while I'm talking to this, but yeah, you can filter down by the agent and just focus in on those. Now that's the invites page where you can see basic activity. So when did they last log in? When did they register? Their location, contact information. What we are working on right now is even further on the lockers page where you can see like credit score information and property value and that stuff. That can still be found, but it's not as easy to like screen share and filter down. You kind of have to come ready to the meeting with that, but that will be included soon, where you can filter down on the lockers page as well by the agent.
Awesome. Yeah. So when that shows up, and even on the way, like being able to show your agents, hey, here's the level of access I have to the data of your client, right? So we're getting sales boomerang alerts, we're getting home bot alerts, we're getting, the alerts through the Neo Experience app. We're able to see their goals, we're able to see what their plans are. Like, without you as a business partner, that agent is flying fully blind, and they're just hoping that someone decides to buy or sell a house and that they hopefully call them, which is the complete inverse of the strategy that we have, right? So I just cannot imagine a world where you show a real estate professional this and they don't just grab onto your leg and say thank you.
And just to reiterate the type of information you'll see on that agent's consumers, this is lockers page in one of our demo instances. Right off the bat, you're going to have that consumer classified in one of 4 categories. They're either going to be ready to buy, they're getting ready, they're overcoming challenges, or they're not looking. So that's one data point you'll immediately have upon sign up. And then as they go deeper in the app, you'll get things like their current credit score to a 10-point band, previous credit score. So you can tell the agent if they're improving or staying the same, need to dial in on that credit. You'll have the readiness snapshot results at a pass fail level. So all really good information you can share with that agent. Good for good to know on that consumer too.
Any other questions we have?
Team, would love to hear your thoughts, feedback. Feel free to type things in the chat or in the question. I don't think you can in the chat, but in the Q&A.
And then just to give you all a heads up on what will be coming as far as a user guide, here's a PDF we have that steps you through the whole agent setup process. Megan, we'll get that to you after this call so we can get that distributed to everyone.
Perfect, thank you.
And if anyone has questions along the way or when you're setting this up, feel free to reach out to Ethan and I. All right, so we got 2 more questions. Great. Scott said the more co-branding, the better. This is great stuff. And then, do you have an example of what the agent sees? So the agent will see the emails that Ethan showed earlier. So they're going to see when they're set up, and they're going to say who they're set up by. They're going to see when they get their links set up, what those links are, what to use, and then they'll get notified each time one of their clients registers. They do not see that what Ethan was going on for the dashboard and the PII level details on the consumer, but that's where you, on your normal cadence meetings with your realtors, can share that information. But what the consumer will see is back to, if Ethan can go to slide 2. So they're gonna, the agent's clients are going to see this. They're going to see you as a loan officer, and right next to you, the agent, both on mobile and web. I think that was great question. So James asked, can we add a wealth advisor or insurance agent? So technically you could, but it's still going to say meet your agent. We are working on this. Is kind of a phase 2 of where we're going with this. Is this will start to become more dynamic. So you'll have more of you can basically add your team in there. So you can have like your agent, credit advisor, something else in there. So we're going to start making those more dynamic. Realtor was obviously the biggest thing that we heard, and so that's where we started. So not yet in terms of like it'll say meet your insurance agent or meet your advisor, but we are heading that direction. Any other questions that come in?
I just want to say thank you guys. I know this was an ask that we made a while back, and I appreciate you putting it on your roadmap and executing on it in a pretty expeditious time. This is something that our team will greatly benefit from. It's something the real estate community will greatly benefit from, and it's just another iteration towards what we're trying to accomplish here. So I just wanted to say thank you for being great partners and putting this into practice.
Yeah, no, appreciate that. We appreciate all your guys' feedback all the time, because it's definitely helped improve the product. On that same thread, like the more we see the whole team here use this, and the more we see it go into action and being utilized, the easier it is for us to justify just keep doubling down on it and building out. So we can take more of that feedback you have as you're putting this into use and incorporate that into the product.
Yeah, super well said, team. I mean, the key to utilizing this is not just utilizing it as a business owner and giving feedback from that perspective, but utilize it as a consumer and give feedback from the consumer's perspective as well. I know I got a great email from one of our teammates the other day, and he was just saying how he uses mint.com and some of the suggestions he has, and like all that stuff is incredibly valuable. It doesn't mean that we'll be able to change it and implement it right away, but it does mean that we get to put it on the radar, put it on the roadmap, and come up with a timeline and a strategy. So just definitely use it from all angles. Keep telling us how we can improve the product, and that'll get us that much closer to our just cause.
All right,
I think that's
well,
it, guys. Thank you.
yeah, I'm happy to do this. Looking forward to seeing it in action. So again, if you guys got any questions along the way, any help needed, please don't hesitate to reach out. What we don't want is you to run into a roadblock somewhere, and you know, throw your hands up. We're here to take over if that if you run into anything like that.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks all.
And yeah, James, we will get the PDF instructions. Ethan's gonna get over to Megan, who's gonna send it out to everybody.
You'll be able to find it on the support at the Matrix Support Resource Center. Well, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye.